Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Is there anything you've learned from the experience of playing with the team last year going into the playoffs this time round?
The aggregate game is interesting. I had never played anything like that until last season's Challenge Cup. I believe was the first one when we played Sheffield in the first Challenge Cup last season. And I'd never done anything like that, and it was nice to get that under my belt. And I'm speaking for myself, but I know that it was nice for a lot of the guys, newcomers to the league, to really understand what that whole game is about. You know, it's unfortunate we've taken a couple periods off. We've played well on bookends of the game on the first and the third period, and kind of slept a little bit in the second period and ended up losing those games. But the interesting thing this first round of playoffs, having this aggregate game, is if you take one period off, you could potentially blow your season. So we need to be fully engaged for that entire duration of the 120 minute game.
As things stand just now, I think Fife would be paired with Belfast Giants. If Fife were to get a team from the Southern Conference, do you fancy Fife's chances given the record we've had this year?
Yeah, I mean, right now, you look at the table and you look at our results versus the Southern Conference teams, and we've played very well against them. That is not a shot to the Southern Conference. The Southern Conference is very strong, very capable of doing dangerous things this season. You know what, that goes to be said about our conference as well. Teams in our conference are beating their teams, and vice versa. Like I said, any team can beat any team this season. I don't think that I favor any team over another one, but look, once everything unfolds and we can focus on that one team, then that's when we're going to start going forward.
And going into these last few weeks of the season, how much belief do you have in your teammates that they can win something this year?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's important. Belief is a big thing, and I do have a big belief in this group that we have here. We have winners from all over the world and in this league. We have guys that know what it takes to win, and we have guys that I really am need to choose my words wisely here. I think that we will be surprised, because we'll have a lot of guys stepping up to the plate, and really big time players is what I'm kind of alluding to, is that we have guys in our locker room that when it's crunch time, when it's time to put everything on the line, and the tail end of the season, ramping up for that, we'll say this championship. I think that guys will step up to the plate.
Talking individually, how important do you think your role is in these remaining weeks of the season?
Whew, that's a tricky question there. You know what? I want to lead the team by example. Hard work, dedication, sacrifice. Those are three words that I really want to really show that, show what it takes to win, and that dedication to the team for the remainder of the season. So those are three things that I want to bring to the table every night.
At the start of the season, just kind of take me through when you found out you're going to be captain of the team this year.
Yeah, I had a sit-down conversation with Dutz, and he said that he was selecting me as the captain, and you know what, it's such an honor, obviously, for such a proud organization to be on that list of leadership throughout the years. It's amazing. It's I'm proud to wear the C, but specifically for this organization as well. And I think that it's something very special to me, and You know what? It's kind of interesting to kind of digest how everything has unfolded this season thus far, and it's been a good season. I'm proud of a lot of the things that the guys have done on the ice. Obviously, a lot of things haven't gone our way, and some silverware has escaped us or eluded us this season. We had potential, and sometimes that can, as a leader, you kind of look at yourself in the mirror sometimes and think, what could I have done differently? And so it's time for self-reflection maybe after the season. But it was like I said, it's been such an honor to wear the letter for this organization.
Just how would you define your role and your responsibilities as the captain of the club?
Well, I think that there's a first and foremost to show leadership on the ice, in the locker room, outside this facility. And I also think that I'm kind of a middleman between the management, the coaching staff, and the team. But I also have, because I'm wearing the C, I don't want to take anything away from the other letters. We have such a veteran group in our dressing room here, and just because guys aren't necessarily wearing letters doesn't mean that they're not leaders. We have guys that the leadership goes from top to bottom in our locker room and really kind of defines unity. And just because I'm wearing the C doesn't necessarily mean that I'm the one and only person. Obviously, great leaders in Foxy, Moisey, and Sebi. Those guys do amazing things out on the ice and around town. And to really, I say around town, I'm specifically talking about the school visits or the PR events that we do throughout the community. And there are so many different elements to just a hockey player's life, such as those things. But beyond, there are more things beyond just playing on the ice. And I think that we have a great group of guys that really, enjoy getting out in the community and helping out kind of beyond the on-ice type of thing.
As a player, you're defined obviously for the goals you score and the skill you bring to the team, but your energy levels, how do you put so much energy into your performance?
Well, I've always told myself that it's a choice. Now, when you're hugely fatigued after, in let's say your 9th period of the weekend, sometimes you physically can't go on. But putting in the hard work will allow you during the week, in the summer, will allow you to get the most out of your body and in your capability. I think that's something I've really prided myself in is my work ethic and determination and pursuit of puck or tenacity, if you will. Those are things that I really think that I can bring to the table on a regular basis, and I think that I hope that shows kind of watching my game from the outside in.
And your points record for this season surpassed last season. You're pleased with that? Do you think you've improved from last year?
Yeah, you know what? Points are a tricky thing. The puck's finding the net. I'm happy about that. Everybody likes points, but at the end of the day, you want the team to succeed. You want the team to win, and that's how I look. That's what if we're not winning, we're not doing our job. And there are guys that don't necessarily have very many points per se on our team, but on a night in, night out basis, they contribute in so many other ways other than points. Am I happy with point production this year? Yeah. But I would like to get a couple more victories up on there.
Finally, given you're part of the team that came so close to winning the conference last year, you made it to the playoff weekend as well last year. How much pride would it give you to actually take the team again to the playoff weekend and potentially win something? I
appreciate you rubbing that in from last year again. No, that was a tough pill to swallow. It was rules are rules, and to win it on a tiebreak was pretty demoralizing. It was hard. It was really hard. I felt like we got a little revenge, taking Braehead out and making it to Nottingham, and that was a spectacular weekend. And I feel so fortunate to have been able to witness that whole production with my own eyes, specifically because it's such a unique venue, having 10 teams, all 10 teams represented in this one facility. And, some teams are rooting against other teams where there's only 2 teams on the ice, and it's just an amazing spectacle. And it brings a smile to my face. I want to get back there. We're going to get back there.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.